Welcome back, everybody. We're back together here with another video, and boy, we got some interesting news here on this Disney Snow White movie that's not even out. Will it even get released? Don't really know. But the star of this movie, this woke interpretation of the 1938 classic, Rachel Zegler, she's been in the news for all the wrong reasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have a very, very bad feeling that this movie is going to bomb. It's going to bomb regardless, but will Rachel Zegler actually be in the movie? That's the question. Well, look here. Reportedly, she got fired. That is according to a rumor that's out there. Now, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. I don't believe this. Do you actually believe that she's actually been fired?
Probably not.
I highly doubt.
Maybe not.
I don't think so, because remember we just did that video last week talking about how they've already invested so much money into this movie. This movie's already supposed to be coming out next month. They haven't done post-production on it, so the cost is going to go up. I don't see how they would actually waste even more money by actually recasting her. It wouldn't make any financial sense, right?
No, unless they are going to cancel the movie at the last minute, but I don't think they will cancel the movie.
I don't think so either. The problem is if they actually do recast her, they're going to have to pay a new actress a lot of money, reshoot the whole movie basically. I'm not buying that. But this is where it actually came from here. Down here, and Inside the Magic actually broke this right here. And other outlets are starting to report on this as well. Now, Rachel Zegler has said a lot of horrible things about the original movie. And of course, the Hollywood strike's actually going on right now. And she's actually been recast in an upcoming movie called Paddington, what is it called? Paddington in Peru. That's actually being shot, I believe, somewhere in South America. Because of the actor strike, they recast her. That's the rumor right there. So she's out on that. But this TikToker named Wooden Russell is claiming Disney fired their princess star. The creator states, quote, she has recently been fired from Disney's remake of Snow White that she was starring in. The TikTok goes on to note that Zegler was problematic in West Side Story and now Snow White. The creator states that Disney fired Zegler for her vile personality during interviews to a loss of millions of dollars. The thing is, everything she was saying came out like a year ago.
You know what? If she's going to get fired, then how come Kathleen Kennedy and other woke people are not fired in Disney? I mean, it's just, I don't think she get fired.
I don't think so. Her personality fits right in what they're doing at Disney.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't fire Kathleen Kennedy.
They didn't fire Brie Larson for Captain Marvel.
So, but they fired Gina Carano for
Yeah. So Rachel Zegler has the right woke personality that fits right in with what they're doing over there at Disney. So I don't see how they would actually get rid of her.
No.
Now, even though, she is super woke, she actually may be more hated than Brie Larson. And that's saying something right there. I mean, I'm just not going to buy this. I mean, the costs are already high for this movie. This movie should have been made for like $100 million.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently it's going to be like over $300 million. Disney just burns money. Oppenheimer, which was a hit at the movie theater, only cost $100 million. That was it. Sound of Freedom, $14.5 million? This movie, a woke version of Snow White, where the star is trashing the movie, is going to end up around $300 million production budget.
Yeah.
No, they're not firing her. If she gets fired, that will be a telltale sign that things are actually going to change over there at Disney. It ain't happening. What person have they fired?
None.
I can't think of any. Mark Ruffalo, who plays the Hulk in the MCU movies?
Yeah.
He is probably the most woke lunatic in Hollywood. And he has not gotten fired. He said some horrible things.
I mean, it seems like nowadays in the entertainment, it's like the conservative Christians, stuff like that. That's against the liberal ideology to follow that.
Right.
Then, they get less job, film and everything,
Yeah. I mean, they canceled.
They pretty much are pushed out.
Yeah, Kevin Sorbo, who played Hercules in 1990s, can't get work in mainstream Hollywood.
Yeah.
I believe he has his own company. Dean Kane, who played Superman in Lois and Clark in 1990s. I mean, they're excommunicado in Hollywood because of their conservative values. So Rachel Zegler, with her pretty woke leftist values, trashing men, and she actually said they hired a guy and that his scenes may get cut. I mean, she is just out of her mind. That fits in with the people over there at Walt Disney. They're going to lose money. I'm pretty sure that Bob Iger knows they're going to lose so much money on this movie. They're not going to make a profit. He has to know that. But
I guess like he's still hoping that at least like they will get some back, at least money back.
They're not going to get any money back. It's going to be worse for them actually financially if they fire her, because that's just they would have to reshoot the whole movie, and the production costs are already going to be like $300 million. If they fired her, they have to go in and reshoot everything. Maybe that's another $100 million right there to redo all of that. It would be like the most expensive movie ever. The only thing they can do is just keep her, and they're just going to have to minimize the losses. Maybe they'll have to not have her go out there and promote the movie. That's what they did with the Flash movie with Ezra Miller, with all his allegations and everything that he had. He didn't go out there and promote the movie The Flash, but still, the movie bombed, and this movie's going to bomb too. There's nothing that's going to save it. And I think they got to realize that. But she's not getting fired.
No, it's going to bomb, but it's still going to be released. I don't think
it's
going to
be
just
released.
Cancel it.
Then they put too much money in it.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already been in for over $200 million or so now. So they're going to have to release it, because they would be better off just releasing it and losing money, because I believe they'll probably end up losing less money, than just to pull the whole thing. Everything at Disney is a disaster, though.
So for the other movie that, they drop her, is it because of her comment on Snow White, or just the strike?
I think it's just because of the strike. The strike only applies to members of the Screen Actors Guild, which is really like in America. That's why you're seeing like this other movie that's being made that she was dropped in. Antonio Banderas in it, but he's from Spain, so he's probably not a part of the Screen Actors Guild, or if he is, it doesn't really affect him. Like Outlander, for example. Outlander, I don't know if they finished all of the rest of Outlander. They probably did, but all of those actors are really from the UK for the most part, or from Ireland, somewhere like that. So they're not a part of the Screen Actors Guild, so they're still working.
Okay.
So that's the way that kind of works there. But with her being a part of, and she's actually wearing a shirt right there that says on strike. So yeah, she can't do anything, even though the strike is pretty much about the end, because the writers have now come to an tentative agreement with the studio. So this thing is about the end. So maybe the actors won't be on strike long either. So
basically, no matter how bad she talk about the original Snow White and being the movie and stuff like that, I mean, she won't get fired, and I guess like
it would cost more to fire her.
when the strike is over, I mean, she'll be in the new movie.
Yeah, she'll be in a new movie. I think they shot probably most of the whole movie. They probably got to go back and do reshoots and stuff like that. And they still got post-production. So they still got a lot of money that they need to put into this thing still. It's not finished. So the price is only going to go up. The cost. They can't fire her, unfortunately. So, but that's pretty much all I got. You got anything else you want to add to this? She's not going anywhere.
Yeah, she's just going to stay.
Yep. Well, that's going to wrap it up, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, be safe.
Goodbye.